Ding dong, the geeks are here. We're here to talk Wonder Man spoiler review, baby. Let's go. Welcome back to the table, everybody. We are here talking Wonder Man, the first season, full spoiler talk. If you have not seen it yet, put this on watch later. You don't want to miss the conversation. I'm the lovely host, Kev, aka Spire Kev. I am not by myself with my brothers, George.
You.
And lastly, the host of Streetlight Confessions, Jose.
Hola, mi gente. What's good?
Listen. All right. I'm going to actually start with Jose on this one again, because this man brought it up a few times. We all brought it up, but he's the one that mostly said it. That he wasn't looking forward to this series.
Absolutely was not. Was not looking forward to this at all.
No. So, Jose, sir, please, what was your immediate reaction?
This show sucked. It was horrible. It was garbage. No, I'm joking. This show was surprisingly amazing. It was so good. Like the storytelling, the acting from Simon and Trevor, the Easter eggs, they put a lot of time and thought into this. It was a great developmental story of who Wonder Man is. We now know he's a mutant. It's a fact that he's a mutant because in the comic books, Baron Zemo gives him ionic power. In this one, he's born with it. Excuse me. But I would put this right along with Echo. I think Echo in this had the best storytelling besides Loki and WandaVision of all the Marvel TV shows. The storytelling, the character development, the bond. I absolutely love this show. And I'll leave it at that before we get into spoilers.
Yeah. George?
Yeah, man, this show was cool. It was a little slow for me in the beginning because it was a change of pace from what I'm normally used to seeing from Marvel. But seeing the Mandarin come back as a key role when it comes to acting, because he was acting as the Mandarin. So having him be an actor in this show makes total sense to me. And it was cool to see him from Shang-Chi into this, which I wasn't expecting him for a while. I mean, he was one of those like B-list, D-list characters now after everything that happened in Iron Man. So for him to come back and now he's helping Simon figure out who he is and befriends him, which was what kind of caught me off guard. I didn't see that coming. But the show was great. I agree with Jose. Echo was very similar in storytelling to this show. And I feel like if we can get more stuff like this from Marvel going forward, it's a win.
Yeah, I think it was a perfect way for them to do it and just drop him into Secret Wars or drop him into Avengers Doomsday. Like, we know his capability. We know he's out there. So they can use him as a street level villain, character, hero, or they can use him part of the X-Men. So there's a lot of different ways they can take this character of Wonder Man.
Or, as a third option, a West Coast Avengers.
Well, that would make the most sense.
Yeah.
Because that's what he was known for, mostly was being part of the West Coast Avengers, because he was always part of the Avengers after his original run where, he wasn't a good guy.
Oh, he wasn't.
Well, when he was regular, before he was given his powers, him and his brother basically were not good people, and they were like con artists and stuff like that. And they basically, his brother talked him into like robbing a bank and doing stuff like that, and that's how he got caught. And he hated Captain America and stuff like that because of it. So Ben Zemo gave him the ionic power to become a villain, but deep down inside, he knew he wasn't a villain. He couldn't do villain stuff. So that's when he sacrificed himself to do the good thing, and he died. but because he has ionic powers, he can always come back and regenerate.
Ew.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know a lot about this character. It's one of those characters that was left field for me. Like, the original and stuff like that. But this
Guardian
guy,
Galaxy.
Yeah.
Nobody knew who they were before James Gunn put them on the map.
Exactly. And now we love them. Same with Wonder Man. This was freaking great.
Yeah, I agree. What you think, Kev?
As someone who didn't really know much about Wonder Man as a whole, I only knew a smidge just about his power. I thought this was definitely a great change of pace for Marvel for the shows as a whole. Obviously, we're getting Daredevil, and we're super excited for that. But other than that, it's kind of been, I don't want to say flat, just like not meeting expectations. Like Ironheart, like we liked Ironheart, but no one was talking about it. Just like how Wonder Man was, no one was talking about Wonder Man, but yet here it comes, and now everyone. What was that? 93% Rotten Tomato.
94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, dude, that's great.
That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That's high. But I'm curious to see where they're gonna go, and I'm seeing how they build his character.
Yeah, a lot of Easter eggs for sure. That makes him the third mutant in the MCU now.
Mm-hmm.
It's Wonder Man,
yeah,
Miss Marvel, and Namor.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Namor.
Namor's a mutant too.
Yeah.
And we technically got Wolverine, but he's not an original Marvel character. He's a Fox character.
I guess you can say Deadpool too.
Yeah, Deadpool too.
But
yeah, this they did so many clever things in this show, like how they had Trevor playing himself as Ben Kingsley, who he is in real life, in these fictional movies, but they made his movies canon. They made Mario Lopez canon.
Yeah,
like, Mario. Oh yeah, and then the guy from Frozen.
Yeah, Jay Gad. Oh, that
Jay Gad. Yeah, that had me cracking up. I couldn't watch those scenes and not picture Olaf.
But he's literally singing "In Summer" in the fucking club. Like, come on! As he's pouring liquor on someone's head. Like, come on!
Olaf knows how to party.
You caught what he said before the place burnt down? He goes, "We're gonna melt this place down, bitches."
Yeah. And he wasn't kidding. But
yeah,
overall, what I personally think about this is, I really do think this was a huge win for Marvel. I really enjoyed the hell out of this. I'm glad. I'm not one to say, I'm why is it 25 minutes? So they should be longer. It was good that this was 25 minutes each episode. I think if they were like 45 to 50 minutes long, you probably would have lost a lot of people in that first episode.
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead, George.
I was gonna say, for me to have that much storytelling in a 20-minute episode is beautiful. I think it was just like a quick 1-2 punch that gave you everything detail-wise you needed, and it was done. And there was one that actually was shorter than 20 minutes. I think, at least I felt like it was.
I think it was episode 5. It was 20 minutes, 5 or 6.
Yeah, really short, but it was long. Quick 1-2 punch. And then there was the episode, but it was so much detail thrown into that 20 minutes. And I was like, this was good. So I wasn't mad.
Not a lot of action, but it was entertaining without it. Because especially
it didn't need it.
No, especially with Trevor and Simon just going on like a buddy cop adventure in the one episode to try to get a guy's bike back. Like, it's just that was fun. But
their relationship was fantastic.
I thought it was great.
It was great.
So good.
And then and what George said, the Mandarin part, I mean, they said it so many times in this show. It's like that was 10 years ago. Iron Man 3 came out in 2016.
Yes.
Right after Age of Ultron 2015. So 10 years ago, people are still talking about the Mandarin. and his video always pops up, and his presence there is still there.
My thing though with the Mandarin is Shang-Chi, he was in that city, right? Like
Yes.
where
He helped fight.
so he went into hiding and then came out from there to come back to get arrested.
Yeah.
Why? Like, bro, you look like you had it good. Like you were living in like this enchanted
He wanted
meadow.
to be an actor again.
And
He followed his passion.
He's Trevor.
I mean, he could have acted in those, like, you ever seen those old school ancient Chinese, like, they did those stage shows where they had the mask on. He could have did that.
Whatever.
I
will say one thing. I completely look at Hollywood differently now because a bunch of actors and all of them are a bunch of dicks.
And they made,
my God, they're all dicks.
They made sure that you knew that this whole show was about acting, the industry. They touched on the writer's strike that might happen at the end of this year.
Yeah.
Like they touched on so much, and like the way it's just so cutthroat, and you see them, the auditions, one part, there's hundreds of people waiting for an audition. You know, it's crazy. And then you got Trevor in the audition just killing. They're like, yeah, that guy in there has been killing it for a while.
I mean, listen, he's got experience. I mean, he had to do a whole villain. That was his act.
Yeah.
And he played it to the T.
Yeah,
so like
plus he's charming. He knows how to work a crowd.
Oh yeah.
He knows how to work the crowd.
That scene. Oh, are we talking scenes yet, or I don't want to jump the gun?
We can. I'm just talking about like in general everything.
Well, because we were talking about the dynamic between Simon and Trevor, and the scene that they did together when they were at that house at the
Novak's house.
Novak's house. That scene was so good. Like I felt like I was watching them really act. I mean, I guess they weren't really acting it out. It was a TV show, but it was really, really well done. And I'm just like, damn, I want to see that movie.
Yeah, them together, their relationship together was phenomenal. The way they built each other up, the way they were there for each other. Trevor was he was so genuine, although he had a mission because he didn't want to go to jail. You know, he's like that crackhead on the neighborhood that'll rat anybody out. Yeah, I mean, just to try to stay out of prison. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean,
that relationship and how Trevor was able to calm him down, because Trevor saw the way they showed his power, the ionic power, and like his blood just like boiling almost. Like Trevor was able to talk him down and calm him down, and his mother even said, he never has a friend. He never brings a friend over, and he brought you over. You must mean something to him. So they created a bond, and the acting between them two, and every time Trevor tried to get Simon to do something on camera, and he wasn't doing it right because he was overthinking it and he was in his own head. And Trevor would talk to him, like the scene in the apartment, and he got into character. And that was some of the best acting I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
That was they need a season 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Like they really do. This show deserves another round. But their chemistry throughout this whole thing, fantastic.
Yeah. I really felt like I was being heard with Simon, with the overthinking and the family issues. It's like he wants to be somebody, but yet they're I'm not saying looking down. Well, I guess they are looking down on him. Like the cousins were making fun of him, and his big brother's not really supporting him.
Yeah,
you know, it's that whole episode was tough because you can understand how he feels, because he feels like a stranger in his own house or with his own family.
I mean, the only one that actually showed him some support was his mother.
Yes.
And even though like everyone was against him, she was there saying, "You're good. You got this. She was so happy when he was on that the American Horror Stories thing. She was so excited to see him on there, and then for him to say, "Yeah, no, it's not happening." And then his brother takes it into a whole nother level. See, this is what you do. You're not getting anywhere. You living off of mom's money that she's sending you. Sat there and messed with him, talking about the gift he got her was money that she bought or gave him, and he wound up using the money to buy her a gift. So she bought herself a gift. And I'm like, yo, like, the thought that counts. He gave her something, even though he's barely like scratching by,
surviving.
Like, right? He's struggling. And this is the thing that I like too. So it was showing the actor's lifestyle. Like when you're up there and you're a top A-list actor, your life is pretty decent, But when you're up and coming, you're struggling. You're scraping by. You're doing anything and anything to get to where you want to be. And for him to go from nothing into becoming the greatest superhero movie actor that the MCU's had is a big win for him. So perhaps.
So I'm going to play devil's advocate on that because that episode was huge. Like I felt that episode. Mm-hmm. Like Kev said, I understood it from both parts because I am that big brother. Yeah. And I've had, I can see it from the brother's perspective too, where it's like, dude, you're so like, this is not working out. The acting is not working out. I'm paying your bills. Like, I can understand the frustration of the brother too, but the way he handled it at the mom's party was completely wrong. But I can see both, like, you could see it in Simon's eyes. Like when they were singing happy birthday and he calls her mommy instead of mommy, he called her mommy. And you see him he's not there. He's physically there. Emotionally in his head, he is gone. He's probably feeling like, I don't belong here.
Yep.
I don't contribute to shit. My brother thinks I'm a piece of shit. My mom, she's my mom, so she's gonna do whatever she has to do for her baby boy. So it's like he's getting kicked while he's down. He just lost his job at an American Horror Story, and then he has to go to his mom's birthday party, and then he gets like talked down to by his brother to make him feel more like a piece of shit than he already feels.
Out of all people. His own blood, like his own brother. Like, but he's trying. It's not like he's not like being a bum and not doing it. No, he's trying. It's his passion. It's just like you said, Jose, because you're the big brother. Like on the big brother's point of view, it's not working. It's not working right now, and I don't think he's ever gonna get out of it. But with Simon, I have to do this. This is my only passion. I gotta keep going. But no one sees that.
That plays a part to his brother, like you said, Jose, in the comics. His brother was a villain, right?
Yeah.
His brother was a bad guy. So for him to be still not a bad guy, but against what Simon's trying to do,
just it's still
there. Yeah. That's a nice way to put it.
And he doesn't realize that him acting stems from his conversation with his father in episode 8. At the beginning of episode 8, after they go see Wonder Man, because he knows his son's getting bullied, he takes him to go see Wonder Man.
Yes.
Like that's Dad of the Year award, because he was like, I'm going to take you to see something that brings me joy and brings me happiness. And he got to share that with his son. And then he tells his son, one day you're going to be up there. I can't wait to see you up there. And it was just the callbacks to his father, the Toyota Camry. That was his dad's car. That was a 1989 Toyota Camry, baby.
Like that one of those.
My brother did. I didn't. I was too young. But like the bike, he mentions the bike. He mentions the Wonder Man movie, what it means to them. He mentions the glasses. His dad says, one day I'm going to see you with those glasses on. And his dad just wanted a pair of those glasses. Like, they did so many great things in this show. Like, yeah.
It just showed the human. It showed more of the human side.
Yeah.
Because like he's struggling. Like mentally, he's not there. Like he feels like a failure. He feels like he can't catch a break. He feels like a burden in his own family's house. Like he's alone. Like his mom said, he's never had friends. He's always kept to himself. He's never showed emotion or anything because of who he is and what his powers is. He's scared.
His powers are based on emotion.
Yeah.
That's why the DODC wants him, because just like the Void, Bob can't control his emotions. If you can't control your emotions and you have that kind of power, you're a threat. Whether you're a good guy or bad guy, you're still a threat, because you have one bad tantrum like the Hawk. We can put him in the same category. Shit's going to get wrecked.
Mm-hmm. So
you have them dealing with mental issues, like very subtly. Like this show deals with mental issues and and I don't mean to get on that because of Street Light Confessions. I swear I'm not. But like this show is dealing with all the stress that men go through, and not just men, but actors and sons and brothers, and you don't know what's behind the story. And like, he didn't have friends because he can't control his emotions. He didn't talk to nobody because he couldn't control his emotions. And he knew that. He developed his powers at 7 years old when he fell off the bike. That's when they first noticed it. And then he was in the fire, you know? So they did it with Bob in the Void, with loneliness, depression, and all that stuff. And they're doing it again here from a different angle.
Yeah.
So
I like that side. I like that.
Yeah, they're bringing in those emotions, and then you got Dave Banner, who can't control his anger, so he turns into a rageful animal. So
you mean Bruce Banner?
Yeah. Oh, I said his father, Dave Banner. I'm sorry.
Going back there, brother.
Yeah. So yeah, it was excellent. I loved it. I love that the scene with them and the family and the aspect, because coming from a minority family of 6 kids, mom and dad, you know, there's a family of 8. That's the way it was in our family. When families get together, it's huge, you know?
Yeah.
So, and you know, there's always a lot of family people you don't want to talk to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facts,
a little too much.
Yeah. Now, I mean, talking about his emotions and everything, the way that they portrayed his ionic powers look great, by the way. Like the purple magic, it reminded me of Wanda. So I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, no, I mean, it was cool. It reminded me of like chaos magic a little bit in a way. But it did have some like, I don't know. I don't know if this is how MCU is trying to play on the mutant thing, but there's a distinction with the chaos magic, but then Kamala and her bangles and how that glow looks, and on her, like, you know, powers and stuff. It kind of had that same kind of look for him. So I don't know if that's their play on saying like, yeah, his magic is a little or his powers is a little different than chaos magic because it's more mutant based as opposed to magic based. So I thought that was kind of cool, but that scene where he just blew up the damn soundstage, that was so good.
And he didn't have a single scratch. He's just looking around like, fuck.
That's why he didn't have friends, because Trevor betrayed him. Dude, that was so heart-wrenching. The look on his eyes when he was like, what's going on? And Trevor, like, props to Trevor, because Trevor did not hesitate. He's like, I was hired by, I can't remember that agency or whatever.
Damage control.
Damage control to, you know, surveillance use, because we have a prison that's costing us a lot of money, and we just got to put anybody in there at this point just to fill it.
And you're a high level.
Sound familiar?
That sounds familiar. Shoot.
But
man,
like,
this show knows how to touch on everything nowadays.
They really did. And yeah, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Go, Kev.
No, it's the whole scene with Trevor. They really wanted us to really capture their chemistry from the beginning.
Yeah.
And from the mom's birthday party to them going back and forth between spots to film a audition tape or something, to them getting the call back, meeting the creator of Wonder Man, and that whole scene. They really wanted us to feel the chemistry and the bond that they made together.
Yeah.
Because they are kind of the same, because just different paths. Obviously, with Trevor, with the why am I blanking on the name?
Mandarin.
Why am I blanking on Mandarin? Thank you.
The
I was thinking Mandalore. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Wrong franchise.
Wrong franchise. But two different paths for completely different things that are happening in the universe right now in the world. Obviously, 10 years ago, he was used to be a terrorist, and now that's what people see him as. No one sees him as an actor who played this role or that role. No one cares about that because they care about a fake terrorist that was trying to destroy the world.
Yeah. I am the Mandarin.
I am the Mandarin.
But for him to bring that back just to save Simon was
so good.
It was the touch that I didn't think I needed. Pause.
Yeah.
Shout
out Larry.
Shout out Larry. But yeah, no, because he was always trying to show people he was more than the Mandarin. He was more than he was Trevor Slattery. He was this world-renowned actor who's done this, that, and the third. He was just and always trying to play off the Mandarin as just an act. But for him to bring it back to save his buddy was such a crazy callback. And just again, it showed their bond. Kevin, you said it best. This was a buddy cop movie or TV show, but with two actors.
Yeah.
This is the actors' version of Starsky and Hutch or Kevin Hart and the
48
Rock.
Hours.
Like it's just such a great time with just two dudes having, just a ride around California trying to make their dreams happen.
And then you see everything he goes through. Like after that happens and Trevor gets arrested and she's like, you can have any job you want. And that douchebag, Joe Plantiano, whatever the hell his name, he stole my man Trevor's part again.
Oh, yeah.
They're dicks.
He stole
this
his
is
part
dog world, bro.
Yeah. But he does this whole thing with the truck driver. And I know we're talking about the end, but we're still not, like, there's still so much to talk about. Trust me. Like that, he just he faked doing a movie about this guy just in order to get his friend out of prison.
Just to get him out. That's smart, but also
that's loyalty. Shit.
Yeah. That was smart, but that's also like, what's the word I'm looking for that? It's like
dangerous.
Dangerous, yeah. Especially with him now that he's a well-known A-list actor. Like,
which kind of threw me off a little bit because I'm just like, nobody noticed him. I mean, some people kind of noticed him a little bit, but like when he was going through the tunnel with the guy and he looks around, he's like, "You look familiar," and he's like, "Oh yeah, I do karaoke at this thing." So he did. He wound up using the life of the guy he's been following and saying, "I do karaoke at this bar. You probably see me there." And he played it off so smooth. I'm like, that's
one of the pros of an overthinker. You collect every single little note.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons they went to like Podunk Country, where they have like, 5,000 people total in the whole town. And like, there's no like movie theaters and stuff like that. It's a working class thing where people don't really spend their money on movie theaters, So that's why that truck driver was in that area. And it made it very believable that they took the time to make sure that, if they would have put him in like New York City or Philly or Chicago or Los Angeles, everybody would have noticed him in a heartbeat. But you put him in Podunk and West Bubblefuck, and nobody's gonna recognize him,
And he made sure the guy gets paid because he said, "Oh, there's a huge ass deposit that just hit our bank."
Yep.
Now, was that his money or did Simon do something with his powers to get the money?
No,
dude, that's back from the movie.
Money. Yeah.
I don't know.
He's doing
Dude.
sequels and everything else.
Yeah, like he got paid from that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, you can
He
see how
got
happy
money.
yeah, you can see how happy the director was after he's like, we don't really do second ones because they never come out as good. But then he changes it up. He's like, but we do come up with a good script, we'll make it happen, right? He's
Oh,
like, yeah, we'll
it's
make
all
it
about
happen.
money
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
mean, no, for the director, it wasn't about the money. It's all about the script. If you know the script,
Yeah, it was about the money.
No, dude,
It was
the way
successful.
that-
He wanted the money.
But
I
did
mean,
he look
listen.
like he needed the money?
No, he was about the script, bro.
He
He
didn't.
was.
Yeah.
That man's on life support at this point. He's about to
No.
roll over.
He came out of retirement for that. Hey, he just came out of Superman. Now he's there. So Novak's doing some good stuff right now.
Yeah,
He's in
he
both
just-
DC and Marvel universe. But
Yeah,
when they
he's just-
showed his ionic power at the end, like when he went to fly,
Yeah,
and you just see everything just crumbling and shaking and raising up. So good.
he
that
had
was
to
good.
charge up though. He was like Super Saiyan. He was like, "Ah!" And then he flew
I'm
off.
sure that he'll go
Learn
faster
how to
next
do it
time.
faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still learning his powers,
No, for sure.
but he went back and saved him. But we got to
Mhm.
talk about the best episode of the season.
Are you talking about Mr. Doorman?
Mr. Doorman.
Doorman.
You
That
didn't-
was, dude. That's
You
that
didn't think we
episode
were
caught me
coming
off
back
guard.
to that?
Ding dong.
Ding dong. Dude,
Yeah, there was a lot of Easter eggs in that episode, brother.
Yes, there was.
Now,
Yes, there was.
why do you think that episode alone was black and white?
First off, thank God they did it black and white, because if that was color, it would have sucked.
You think so?
Yes, I don't think it would have. The black and white feature of the way they shot that, because from what I heard, originally it was meant to be in color, and then they made it black and white. I'm
Interesting.
so glad, because it deals with the dark world, the dark powers,
Mhm.
the dark realm.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So like, and you see the different doorways, and he can hear all of them talking at the same time. Sound familiar, Kevin?
Yeah, it does.
You
It
know,
does.
and he uses his powers for fame and stuff like that. But that realm he went into from Roxxon Corporation,
Roxxon. Yeah.
that's the corporation.
We
Wait,
could get
wait.
Cloak and Dagger again, baby.
Oh, is
leads
that what
into
that
Cloak and
was?
Dagger. Yes.
Oh,
They use the same power in Cloak and Dagger. They're from the same realm.
you know what I was?
That's Cloak's ability, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a play on the spot.
A lot of
Because
people did.
And that's why I thought it
Yeah.
was just like, oh, it's their way of bringing Spot into the MCU in a way, and I'm like, oh, cool. I thought that was cool.
I think they
But
also
Cloak and
brought
Dagger
up
makes more sense.
Yeah.
I think they also teased like the Runaways are in the same universe too. I forget what it was though, but
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
Cloak
Yeah.
and Dagger or
Cloak and Dagger
the
are
main
from
one.
that same universe.
Yeah.
There's a few others, but nothing can survive in that world.
yeah.
In that dark
Oh, wait,
cold
Josh
world.
Gad died?
Technically, I don't think they'll kill him, but technically, if you go based on the comic books, he should not be alive.
Oh,
that's
no,
why
Olaf.
That's why
Olaf.
Olaf melted and he spit him out.
No, he melted.
First of all, that scene was so gross to me because he goes in and he looks like he's about to barf. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
what the hell is happening? And then he never comes out. And I was like, what the hell?
The dude straight up vomits and you just never.
Yeah, I was
never
like,
see
so
him
wait,
again.
So did he eat him and he never comes back because he threw him up? Oh,
Yeah.
gross.
Technically, he's stuck in a different dimension until someone can go in there and get him out. So you might see J-Gad again in the Marvel universe.
That was so funny, dude.
But I love that they added that because that was such a big detail for the show itself because of Simon and his powers. And every time, like he would go and do, like remember he was going to do the first audition for Wonder Man, and he's at the desk with the guy, and the guy goes, "I'm assuming you don't have superpowers, right?" He's like, "No, I don't." And so that makes sense because I think that was right before that episode. So they were showing why.
Yeah.
Was it before?
That's
I think it was the first episode.
The
first, second episode.
DeMar Doorman Davis clause.
Yeah.
That's because of him and what happened to Josh Gad.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's allowed to with superpowers be an actor, which
Mhm.
means Doorman's in that DODC.
Yes.
So we're gonna see him again.
The episode prior to Doorman, Simon brought up again to Trevor in the car, where he's worried about not getting called back or anything. He's like, why are you afraid to use it? Use your powers and everything. He's like, because of Doorman.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And Trevor didn't know who he was, and then we go to that episode. Yeah, that. So it was so well written. It was so well written with everything that was going on, and again,
Really quickly, they used the actual Doorman costume from the
yes,
comic
they
books
did.
with the
Yes,
black
they
face
did.
mask and the diamonds.
Uh-huh.
That was funny as hell. I did not
Yeah, it
think they
was.
were going to do that, but that. And I'll be honest, the first time I saw this episode, did not love it because it's not what I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
But then I went literally back and saw it again after I watched all 8 episodes like in a row, and watched that episode again, and it made so much more sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, because at first I was like, what the hell is this shit? And I'm like, oh, the Doorman claws. And it made sense.
Yes.
But it was a funny ass episode.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I forgot what I was gonna say.
They had a lot of guest appearances there. They had a ton of comedian. They had the one comedian I like. What the hell's his name? I wrote it down. The dude that does the singing. He's a comedian and he sings, and it's funny as hell. I see a bunch of his stuff on TikTok and Instagram. I'm trying to remember his name. Morgan J. I think look him up when you get a chance. He's funny as hell. But they had a few comedians in the show. The girl that was his agent, she's a comedian.
Yeah, I recognized her.
Yeah, so they had a lot of hidden Easter eggs, especially with the movie titles.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know. I haven't gone back to look at how many movie titles they showed in this thing. I know I caught a bunch of them, but there were so many more. Like, he had Uncle Vinny on VHS.
Yes,
So
he did.
There's you can spend hours on these 8 episodes just trying to find Easter eggs.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sure there's a shit ton, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm gonna miss a bunch of them, and then I'm gonna go back and watch the show again. But I mean, the good thing is the show was a great show, so going back and rewatching it is a must. It's on my list to do. But
can we talk about real quick how Simon just in his dream just punched the shit out of the actor? I thought that was real for a second. I'm like, oh my god, they actually did something like that. Holy shit. And I'm like, wait a minute, there should be blood. And then he woke up like, there it is.
Yeah. I'll be honest, when it first happened, I'm like, did his powers make his blood like disappear and like just turn into powder?
That could be something. That could be something. Yeah.
I like, Jesus Christ. I thought it was real too. And I'm like, oh shit. Like he's talking like he's acting, but he's bringing up Simon's childhood.
Like he knew him.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, it's about to go down. And then he woke up and the directors, Kovacs is standing right there. Oh, you took a nap?
Was I boring you?
Was I boring you? Oh, man. It's so good. Anything else you guys want to bring up before we?
I'm trying to think.
The ending. Do you think that left it open enough for us to get a season 2?
I think
yes.
So.
I think they left it open enough to either get a season 2 or to get him appear in something else, like Avengers or a Doomsday, or because he's developed his powers, he's flying somewhere. Where could he fly? Because he just kidnapped a criminal who's a terrorist. So he's going to be seen as a bad guy, even though he uses powers for good.
Mm-hmm.
So where would he go? That's the question. Who would he meet that can help him out now? It's hard because really he's on the West. In a different universe, yeah, sure.
Well, he's coming to our universe, so
yeah. But I'm like, who is he going to look for that can possibly get him out of that situation? Because he just did the biggest crime you can do. It's take out an evil villain from the DODC. They house him there for a reason.
She-Hulk can help him.
I was gonna say she's right there.
Daredevil, he's another lawyer.
What if Daredevil wound up going into? No, that would have been a year ago because he was with She-Hulk.
Yeah, that was like 3 years ago.
That'd
He can always come back.
Yeah,
let's go pay a visit. Smash the green
giant. Green booty call. Green giant. Yum.
Did you do the Red Robins and the Green Giant thing?
Yes, some shit like that.
Dude. But yeah, that's my question. I want to figure out where he goes. Because obviously I don't see him tying into anything on the East Coast. Because the next thing you got coming up is Spider-Man.
It's got to be West Coast Avengers. It has to be something with mutants or West Coast Avengers.
Unless we see him in Daredevil or get some in Daredevil.
Who was in the West Coast recently, though?
Shang-Chi,
Kamala,
Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop's in the West Coast.
War Machine's out there.
War Machine is out there. I forgot.
She-Hulk.
So that could start getting that West Coast Avengers thing. I think She-Hulk is going to be out, though. I think
Brody.
Yeah, War Machine.
Yeah, I said that. What was his new name? Not Brody. When we found out he was a Creed.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Remember, he was just released. Yeah, that's all wiped away. We don't know. None of that stuff exists now in the Marvel universe. It's crazy. That's all they're doing. They're re-snapping their fingers on
Marvel. Marvel has done well with their black and white stuff.
Yeah.
WandaVision, black and white, fantastic. Wonder Man, fantastic. Werewolf by Night, amazing.
Yeah.
Like
I forget about Werewolf by Night, but that was excellent
great.
too.
I want more of that. So
I think Wonder Man might be the last TV show we get for a while.
Daredevil March.
Oh no, we get the Punisher one off.
Okay. Is there talks of anything else after that though?
No, you got a Vision Quest later on this year.
If that
that's still coming out this year?
Yeah.
We haven't heard anything about that.
I think they gave maybe like a month ago or so. They were at Con and they showed footage.
Oh,
okay.
Missed that.
Oh, that's right. They did at the New York Comic Con, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna get Wiccan in Speed.
Yeah, man. I can't wait. But
we're definitely getting Speed in that one.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's already been confirmed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know what you guys think of Wonder Man. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you not? Let us know. Follow us all of our socials. Geeks at the Nerd Table Podcast, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, you name it. Follow Jose's comic book shop at Baby Gorilla Comics at Pendel, PA. And then also follow him on his Streetlight Confessions YouTube page. His first episode's out. It hit 200 views. We're so proud of you, brother.
Thank you. It was actually, we released it a week ago. So
yeah.
I'm happy with the feedback I'm getting. I'm happy with how it turned out. A lot of positive feedback. And we're recording the second episode next week, and it will be released, I think, the 17th, which is another Tuesday. February 17th, the next episode drops.
There you go. You got the exclusive. Coming. It's coming. So until next time, everybody, we'll see you guys back at the table. Peace.
Adios.
Ding dong.